History is full of amazing stories and incredible facts that are sometimes totally wrong. Today, let's debunk 8 popular historical misconceptions that you probably thought were true. Misconception number 1: Napoleon was short. For some reason, people love to imagine Napoleon as a short, angry guy shouting orders from knee level. In reality, Napoleon was about average height for his time, around 5'6" to 5'7", but the British wanted to mock him as the Little Emperor, and some measurement mix-ups between the French and the British systems made things worse. Napoleon was an amazing general who almost took up all over Europe. Now, do you think he did that while being the height of a toddler? Let's be honest, Napoleon being short is about as true as you getting a girlfriend. Conception number 2: Vikings wore horned helmets. Now, when you picture a Viking, you probably imagine some towering warrior with a helmet decked out in massive horns. But nope! This whole image was cooked up by 19th century artists who wanted a more barbaric look. Real Vikings wore simple, functional helmets. As cool as horns would look in battle, they'd probably just get caught in someone's shield. Or, a tree. Misconception number 3: The Great Wall of China is visible from space. We've all heard this one, right? Well, unfortunately, you're not actually seeing the Great Wall from space anytime soon. It's just too narrow. More like spotting a piece of spaghetti in a massive, and I mean massive, bowl of spaghetti. Even from low Earth orbit, the Great Wall blends right into the landscape. Sorry, but you're more likely to see the clouds than centuries-old architect. Misconception number 4: Columbus discovered America. Long before Columbus sailed the ocean blue, indigenous people had been living in the Americas for thousands of years. In fact, they beat Columbus here by, let me check my notes, well, about 10,000 years, actually. But Columbus? He's not just a clueless tourist. He's more like a brutal landlord. When he arrived, he claimed everything he saw, enslaved the local population, and yes, brutally tortured them. Misconception number 5: Maria Antoinette said, "Let them eat cake." Heard the phrase, "let them eat cake"? This line is commonly pinned on Maria Antoinette as proof she was just out of touch with her suffering peasants. Except here's the thing, there's no records of her ever saying that, honestly. Historians believe it's probably a piece of anti-royal propaganda or something, designed to make her look bad. So maybe lay off her just a little. She had her problems, but imaginary quotes weren't one of them. Sure, rats and their fleas helped spread the plague, but the real villain was Yersinia pestis, the bacterium that caused the disease. And surprise, many cases spread through human-to-human contact, not just those furry friends. So maybe the rats were more innocent than we thought. Misconception number 7: Witches were burned at the stake in the Salem witch trials. While witch hunts were absolutely brutal, in Salem, most of the accused witches were hanged, not burned. Burning at the stake was more of a European thing. Salem stuck with the American way, hanging them to death. Misconception number 8: Medieval people believed the earth was flat. Turns out, most educated medieval Europeans knew the earth was round. This myth was actually popularized in the 19th century, mostly to make medieval people seem less smart than we are today. So yeah, Dark Ages? Not as dark as we'd like to think. And there you have it. 8 popular historical misconceptions officially busted. Think you got a myth I missed? Drop it in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more History Simplified.